Did somebody say it's time for bed? Well, if you have a curly kiddo, you understand the struggle that not only do you have a regular bedtime routine, but you get to have a curly hair sleep routine. So in this video, I'm going to share my top 5 tips for getting your girls or your boys' curly hair ready for bed. Make sure you stay tuned to the end of this video because I'm going to give you a tip that you probably have never heard about before. My first tip is to have satin or silk pillowcases. All 4 of my girls have satin and silk pillowcases. You want to ensure that they have something soft that is not going to cause friction when they're sleeping at night and they're tossing and turning on their pillowcase, because a cotton pillowcase is going to cause friction, breakage, and it's going to dry out your kids' curls. Having a satin or silk pillowcase ensures that their curls are not being damaged and that they'll wake up with healthy, hydrated curls the next day. Also, with a satin or silk pillowcase, it really protects the structure of each individual hair follicle, and that's what helps prevent it from having any extra damage while your children sleep. Also, a satin or silk pillowcase will keep your child's scalp cooler, which means they won't have to deal with any itchies or overheating while they sleep, because product can cause itchiness, and by having a satin or silk pillowcase, it will allow their scalp to remain cool while they sleep. So my second tip for developing a healthy sleep routine, if you have a curly kid, is to have either a satin or silk sleep bonnet or scarf. Just like a pillowcase, this protects the hair strands while your children sleep. I love using bonnets because if my child rolls over or off of their pillow while they're sleeping, they still have protection on their hair while they sleep. Also, what a pillowcase can't do, but a bonnet will, is to help retain the moisture. When you put this over your child's curly hair, it's actually allowing extra heat to develop while they're sleeping. That way, the moisture that's already in their hair is not leaving out, and it's actually helping the hair follicles to open up and keep that moisture and product in their hair while they sleep. This is a really cute bonnet I found on Amazon. It is double-sided, so they can pick whether they want purple or pink, and it also has an elastic band inside it and this little convenient adjuster. I think there's actually a clip that broke off. 3 of my girls, because they're older, have these. My 4th girl, she's only 2, so she's not yet worn a bonnet. They also like this bonnet. It holds the hair really well, and then it's got this tighter strap that goes around the head, and it fits really nicely. So another thing, you can use a satin scarf. They have these beautiful ones on Amazon, and you can just tie this around your child's hair while they sleep. Now, I know a lot of adults use satin scarves now with kids because they are always tossing and turning, and sometimes I think they slip them off on purpose at night. Scarves don't always work as well, but I do have them just in case, and I just love the prints. I'll link all these products in the description below. This video is not sponsored in any way by any of these products. These are just products that I have found work best for my children's curly hair routines. So my third tip is to use a satin or silk scrunchie to tie their hair up in a pineapple style. Now, it's called a pineapple style because you're taking all of the hair and putting it on top of their head, and once you wrap the scrunchie around the hair sticks out almost like a pineapple. So I love this if my girls are in a wash and go type of style. This is really convenient. You only want to tie the scrunchie maybe once, twice at the most around the ponytail at the top. And that's because if you're doing a wash and go, it can change the curl pattern by stretching them out. Or maybe you do want to elongate the curl pattern. You could do that by pulling the hair tighter on top of their head. If your child doesn't have long enough hair, maybe this isn't an option. But if they do have long enough hair, it makes it a lot easier to get in the satin bonnet on their head if their hair is tied up. So I definitely love these satin silk scrunchies. I got a whole bag of them on Amazon because I have 4 girls and we use them on a daily basis. And not only that, but they can choose which color they want to use, or maybe match it to their little Elsa or Belle nightgowns. So I am trying to build healthy, confident girls by allowing them to kind of take a part in how they do their hair and how they manage their hair on their own. And it's just gonna make them confident curly girls in the future as they grow up into adulthood. My fourth tip for sleeping with curly hair is to put your child's hair in a protective style. For me, this is probably my go-to. I make sure that my children's hair is in a protective style the majority of the time. Now, all four of my girls have different hair textures. My child with the 3C curls and very thick, high-density curls, she definitely needs a protective style when she sleeps. Now, what I mean by this is that you can do like a 2-strand twist, or you can do braids in their hair. Not only does it help prevent tangles while they sleep, but having some kind of protective style is going to actually help the hair retain moisture while they sleep. Protective styles are just overall help with hair keeping that moisture, staying hydrated. And when you have your hair in a wash and go where the hair is out and flying about, that is when all the different hair molecules from your environment are hitting each strand, and that causes the dryness in the hair. If your child's hair is in a protective style where it's braided, it's really able to retain moisture well while they sleep. That way you can wake up and there's a lot less frizz and damage done to the hair. And for many people, this is an essential step to have some kind of protective style in while your child sleeps. My fifth step for creating a healthy curly hair routine while your child sleeps is to add some kind of moisture back into their hair. If you have some kind of spray bottle, I would add water and some kind of leave-in, shake it up, and just give a spray or a mist over your child's hair right before they go to bed. Especially if you're using a satin cap, it's really going to help to contain that moisture. You figure that a child's going to sleep for 9-10 hours. Well, this is 9 or 10 hours that the hair can actually be working on rebuilding itself and helping to retain moisture. That way, the next day, you have these beautiful, luscious, conditioned hair strands that are easy to work with in the morning. The spray bottle that I use is a water mister spray bottle. It gives this beautiful, continuous spray as I'm using it, so that I'm not constantly spraying hard water straight at their hair. It's really light and it can cover a lot of the hair just in a couple sprays. So I love this spray bottle. It's a big seller for those with curly hair and a must-have for any curly hair routine. So now I want to give you an extra tip for when your child is sleeping with their curly hair, and this method is called the plopping method. How to plop?
How to plop?
So this is kind of a new way of putting curls to sleep at night. You're basically going to use a t-shirt, probably mom or dad's long sleeve shirt. Now you want it to be nothing heavy. You want a lightweight t-shirt. T-shirts are great because they don't cause friction or breakage while they sleep, but you can actually go to bed after wash day with wet curls, and it allows them to wake up with a lot of extra bounce the next day. So the plopping method, you'll basically lie the shirt down on a bed or a flat surface, and you'll have the child flip over so their head lands onto the shirt, and then you can start folding the shirt over the sides of the head, take the sleeves and pull them up around and tie them in a cute little bow. And when your child goes to sleep, they don't have wet hair that is everywhere. It is contained in this t-shirt. And by morning, they are going to be looking really cute, really bouncy, because you've scrunched the hair up so that it dries like that at night. So with the plopping method, you're saving so many steps of your wash day. You're literally just taking them straight out of the bathtub, plopping the hair on the head, tying the t-shirt around it, and you are done for the night. So that's why I love this method. Now, if you guys found this helpful, I actually have all these tips written out for you in our free 12-page guide. I will put a link in the description below, and you can download the guide at your convenience. It will come straight to your email, and you can print it out, put it in your bathroom or your child's bedroom, and follow these steps. And once you get in the habit of it, it is super simple. Your children will get used to wearing the satin bonnet or scarf. I know a lot of kids, if they're not used to it, then it can be a difficult change. But that's why you want to start at a really young age and really get them in these good, healthy habits. So when they get older, they're able to do their hair on their own and they know exactly what it takes to have healthy curls. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you found these tips helpful, please slam that like button below. Also subscribe to our channel, Girls with the Curls, and click on the notification bell. That way you'll be notified for all of our future videos. I plan on doing much more content, not only about curly hair, but just raising mixed kids in general and so much more. Now, I hope you guys will follow us on this journey, and we absolutely love you. Thank you so much for watching from the bottom of my heart. I really enjoy this community. Let me know in the comments below what you will be doing to change and improve your child's curly hair sleep routine. Thanks a lot. Love you guys. Bye-bye.
You subscribe to the channel. Bye. Wait. Double check.
Okay.